I'm back, guys. Hi. I know it's been a minute. I was a little busy finishing out the semester and getting my summer started, but I figured it's time for me to make a video. It's been a while and I want to keep up with you guys. First off, I want to start off by saying thank you guys so much. I've received a few comments under my video. I've received inboxes from people I do know, from people I don't know, and I appreciate it so much. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what my goal was in the beginning. So keep them coming. I appreciate it. I love you guys, and let's just continue to stick together and get through nursing school or whatever school you're in, and we can make it. So this video is really just going to be about nursing school must-haves as far as materials and just certain things that you need to do or that I would recommend that you do, that you must do for the program or college in general. I'm at home and this is the best lighting I could get. I am in my room, but hey, we're gonna work with it. I think I said that in my last video. I always have problems with lighting, obviously, but this works. So I'm gonna start our video off with just certain materials that I have laid out right next to me that I needed for school. Now, you might not need what I need. I know certain schools are different than others. Some people learn different than others, but this is just what worked for me and what I think could work for you if you're a learner like I am. So to start, I guess we'll start off with the little things. Some of this stuff is really simple that I didn't even think about. And a lot of times you're not going to know exactly what you'll need until you actually start your program. But, for me, some of this stuff you might forgot that you may need, but I might remind you or. So this is really simple, and I can't believe I didn't even realize to get this, but a nursing student needs a watch. You have to have a watch. My thing is, get a cheap watch. Get a $10 watch. This was $10 at Walmart. My mommy got it. Thanks, Mom. And it's perfect. At first, I was using my favorite Betsy Johnson watch, and it kept getting wet because obviously we have to wash our hands over and over and over. I don't recommend using a cute watch. We're not there to look cute, and trust me, the patients don't care. So get you a cheap watch. Now, I like this one because, first of all, I like colors, and this one has colors in it. Can you see it? There you go. See, it has colors. And what I really like about this one is you can turn this dial right here, and if you're like me and you're doing 10 things at once and you don't really know how to tell time at the moment, this little dial helps you tell time. Like if you start at, a weird line, then it'll help you count when you get to 30 seconds or when you get to a minute, which is really important because when we're counting our patients' pulses and respirations or anything like that, we count in 30-second increments usually, or 60-second increments. So this is a great watch. It's waterproof, it's white, it matches everything. Got it at Walmart, $10. Go get you one. Another thing that's really small and something you probably wouldn't think about, all of my friends and we have one thing that we do before a test that kind of gets us in the mindset psychologically that we think really helps us. And I truly believe in my 2 Lucky Charms, and I truly believe that they help me ace my tests. I started wearing these bracelets not too long ago, like maybe a month or 2 before the semester ended. And ever since I started wearing these before tests, I've aced or got a B. I've either gotten an A or B on every test. And so it might sound really stupid and it might be psychological. I don't think they are because both of these have meanings to me. But get you some type of lucky charm that you do or ritual that you do before every test. And psychologically it might help you to pass the test. This bracelet, my friend Katie, her daughter made it. Shout out to Bailey. And I think that's really special to me. So I wear this one for every test. This is very important to me. My titi made this bracelet before she died, and she had cancer and she recently passed away, and she made this, and I did not, unfortunately, I didn't get to know her very well. My family, a lot of them are in Puerto Rico. I'm in Nashville, nursing school, you know, it's hard to be able to go see your family. So I didn't really get to know her like I wanted. So to me, it's really important to wear this. I talk to her when I wear it, and I tell her to help me pass the test. And I truly believe that she's helping me pass my test. So these are my 2 lucky charms that I wear, and it's getting me through. Also God, obviously. I pray before every test too. And okay, this is gonna be real funny, y'all, and this might be corny to y'all, but I have to look cute in my scrubs. And so one of the accessories that I use is my little ID clip. And can you see it? It says Amanda SN for student nurse. It's purple. Purple is my favorite color. And it has a little stethoscope charm with, you know, little charms. I think this is the cutest thing ever. Most of the students in my class, we bought our own little charm because we don't like to be basic and we're kind of extra. So we all got one of our own little charms. I got this on Etsy. I think it was like $20. Yes, that's expensive, but they have so many cheap ones that you can get. And I love my little charm, and it makes me want to wear my ID badge even more. So get you a charm if you want to be cute. Other things, oh yeah, this is another simple thing that I didn't think about, and I stole this from my mommy, but a calculator, a basic calculator, because in nursing school, they don't want all the fancy TI 83, 93, whatever they're called. You have to have a basic calculator. I remember when we first had a test and we needed a calculator, everybody was looking around like, uh-oh, I don't have a calculator. What do I do? So make sure you get you a calculator and keep it with you, because you're definitely going to need this for nursing school. Other things is another little accessory that doesn't really have to do with nursing school, but to me does, is keep you some type of book or reminder of whatever faith you go by, whatever higher power. My friend Rachel got me this book, and it is called Pocket Prayers for Women, Simple Prayers of Hope. And when I'm feeling down or when I feel like giving up, I just open it and I read, you know, a little pick-me-upper. And you have to have God or whatever you worship, a higher power that you worship in your life in order to get through nursing school. Nursing school is very difficult. I'd be lying if I told you it was easy. And sometimes you fall short. I have fell short plenty of times. I've stopped going to church because I'm so tired, or just because I gotta study. And I have, you know, not been as faithful as I should be during the semester, and that will happen. And that's okay. That's why God forgives us. But always keep something that reminds you who you worship, who you praise, and that'll get you back on track, because you need God in your life, or whoever you worship, to get through nursing school. So just keep you something like this, or whatever you think would help you with your faith, or whatever background you have that will remind you, you know, of that. Another thing that I use, now I don't know, I'm sure certain nursing schools are different. Well, in our nursing school, we have to make med cards for our patients. And so whatever medications they're on, we have to make index cards for those patients and bring them with us to clinical, because we administer those medications. And so trust me, you get a lot of patients, and a lot of these patients are on so many meds. But the good thing is, usually, depending on the floor you're on, whatever floor you're on, usually a lot of those patients take the same meds. And so you don't want to keep making med cards over and over and over again. That takes forever. And, you know, why not use the same ones? Med cards take forever to make. So get you a box like this. It's called an index card box. You can get them at Walmart or wherever. And keep all your index cards, whatever med cards you make, keep them in here. I have like a little ABC order file, and I keep every med card. When I make it, I put it in here, and I never make a med card for that same medicine again. And this is what we have to do for each of our patients. So, for example, acetaminophen, we put it on the front, and then on the back we write, you know, their class, their route, their doses, their contraindications, nursing considerations, everything you need to know, we put in here. And just keep this. And then when you have your next patient, you go through your list, take all the meds out that you've already created cards for, and then do it that way. So this is really helpful. I don't take this to clinical. I just keep this at home and take the cards out as I need them. And so that's that. Obviously, index cards are really important. That, for one reason, your med cards. And another reason, me and my friends, we love index cards. This is one way we study. This is the primary way we study. We test each other on them. We write down either like the disorder, the procedure, the medication, whatever we're trying to study. And then on the other side, we write very important, this is what I need to know for the test information, nursing care information, side effects, lab results for a certain disorder, or, you know, something like that. That is how we study, and it is very effective for us. You'll start noticing that when you make index card study material, study cards, when you're in the middle of a test, you'll catch yourself thinking about the card that you made for that certain question or disorder, and then you'll start remembering, oh, that's on my card, and so you get the right answer. It's like the index card engraves in your mind. At least for me it does. So index cards are my life. I love my cards, and they really come in handy when it comes to studying and stuff like that, especially medications, because there's so many. So that's that. Going back to med cards and writing medications and stuff like that. At first, I did not have like a med book, and I would go on Google and create my med cards doing that. But I found that on Google is really difficult, only because some websites say different things. Like, I'll go on one website and it'll say one thing about a med, and then another website would say something totally different. So I never know if it's a reliable source or not. This book saved my life, and it saved me so much time. If you're in nursing school or whatever school and you need to make med cards, this is the book to get. Mosby's 2015 Nursing Drug Reference. I love this book. It has every med you can think of. Obviously, meds change all the time, so... But as far as since 2015, it's caught up. And I like this particular book because it has colors in it. And I'm a colorful person. I can't just read. I get really bored. I start thinking about what I'm going to cook for dinner, what show comes on tonight. So this book really helps. Everything you need to make a med card is in this book. It has the action, the use, the contraindication, black box warnings, dosages, patient teaching, side effects, whatever you need is in this book. And so there's a lot of good drug books. This is not, you know, a #1, but for me, this book has worked as far as any drug that I need or anything like that. So I would recommend this book, definitely. Another way me and my friends study is using NCLEX books. Obviously, with any nursing class, all questions are formatted like an NCLEX question. And although these books don't obviously give you the same answers that, you know, other teachers would ask it or whatever, it helps you understand the concept. It helps you understand how to answer nursing questions in general. And so so far I've bought 2 NCLEX books that I use, and my friends, we all buy different NCLEX books, and we use each other's, and we study with each other. Definitely one way to study would be to use NCLEX books. This one is called Davis's Question and Answer for the NCLEX RN exam. Obviously, you can see it's kind of dirty, which means my kids spilled something on it. I don't use this book a lot, honestly. I think this is like an older version, 2010. My grandma bought me this book, and this is how she passed her NCLEX and her master's. She used this book, and she loves this book, and it is very helpful. I'm not knocking that. This is the book that me and my friends go to when we want more answers than what our books we usually use don't have. So if you just buy NCLEX books just to buy them, or you want to stack up on NCLEX books, this is a good one to get. And it asks you questions. It has test taking tips, a rationale. And so it's a great book if you want to get it. Now, this other book is my favorite. And I've watched plenty of nursing videos and experiences, and so many people I know recommend this book. I've searched Google #1 NCLEX book, and this is the book that pops up. So I'm not saying it's the best, but for me, I found that it is the best, personally. And this one is Saunders Comprehensive Review 6th edition, NCLEX RN. I love this book. For one, it's colorful. Like I said, I love colors. And it breaks it into categories like maternity, pediatric, neurological, musculoskeletal, gastro, respiratory, cardiovascular, on and on and on. And I really like it like that. So when you're in med surg and you have a book on endocrine, you can go straight to the endocrine section and study that section only. And the way that this book is formatted is in the beginning of each section, they have like a learning section where they just teach you the #1 important things that have to do with that system. And then after the learning section, they teach you, or they give you practice questions. And so I think that's a great way to make a book, because sometimes I'll have, I had mental health a year ago and I don't remember everything, so they kind of give you a refresher on the subject and then it tests you. So I think that's really helpful. This also has like critical thinking boxes. It shows you the rationale, test taking strategies. I mean, it's awesome. It's great. And so if you're gonna get an NCLEX book, I would highly recommend this one. I think anybody would. This is a great book to get. Going back to these other books, Mosby's I think I got at Barnes & Noble, and this one was $43.95. So not too bad. Davis, I think I got at Books A Million, I believe. I don't remember how much this one cost. It probably was like $40 to $50. Saunders, I got at Barnes & Noble, and I think it was probably like 50 or 60 something. I'm not really sure, but yeah, this is the way to go. They have them on Amazon and stuff like that, so you can get them on there as well. This is gonna sound really simple, but a binder. Boop. And this is just my schedule on the back. The way that I have my binder, okay, so what I take to school every day is my laptop and my binder. I don't take any books because our school is computer based, so all of my books are on my computer, so I don't need my books. But my binder is very important, and I have to have my binder. Right now it's empty because it's summertime, and so I don't really need anything right now, but when the semester comes, I will fill it in. Behind each divider is each of my classes. I keep all of my syllabi in here during the whole semester. I think it's very important to keep all your syllabi with you at all times, because you will have to go back to it. If you have an assignment and you just are curious as to how much percentage that counts towards your grade, you can go back and look at it. You can go back and look at what usually, well, I know for my classes, they always post our schedule and our syllabus. So I already know what's going on for the whole semester in the beginning of the semester. So I keep all that in here. It has your teacher's contact information, all the good stuff you already know about. And I think that's really important to keep and have at all times, because you never know when you're going to need your teacher. So I keep that in here. Now, as you can see, this is a really small binder, and obviously all the paperwork I get for the whole semester is not going to fit in here. And I purposely got a binder this size because I don't keep all my paperwork in here. The way that I stay organized and the way that I keep my binder is, as I said before, we are already given our schedule in the beginning of the semester. So I already know how the tests are broken down, what sections are covered in that test. And the way my teachers usually do it is they post the PowerPoint for the week ahead, the lecture we're going to have. So I print off everything. Downstairs in my garage, I have a bin with every PowerPoint I've ever gotten in nursing school. I'm a hands-on person. I can't learn by computer. Some people can. I'm one who can't. I need something in my hand. I have to highlight. I have to write. So I print off every PowerPoint. And the way I keep my binder is, like, for example, test 1. If test 1 covers 3 lectures or 3 PowerPoints, I keep those 3 PowerPoints in this folder until the test. After I'm done studying from those PowerPoints, after that test 1 is over, I take those PowerPoints out and I toss them to the side in another folder until finals come and I need them again. I never keep old PowerPoints in this section, in this binder. The only PowerPoints I keep in this binder is the ones that I need for the upcoming test. And then once we have that test, I throw them out. If that might be confusing, so sorry guys, but hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. And I do that for every class, and it really helps me stay organized. It helps me know, okay, these are the PowerPoints and chapters that are on the test, the ones in my binder. And so that's just how I do it. Like I said, in class, the way I take notes is me and my friends, we write and we use highlighters. We are highlighter fanatics. And that's how we do it. A lot of people use their computers to take notes. I can't do it. So that's that. And I've talked about this in my last video, which is probably one of the most important things that you have to have, which I know I've mentioned, is a calendar. You have to have a calendar. And this was at Walmart for what, like, I don't know, probably $2. So get you a calendar. And I've showed this before. I write everything in my calendar. Let's go to a busy month here, February. I write everything in my calendar and I color code my classes. So I know that my pink is the patho class, blue is OB class, and so forth. And the reason I do that is so I can keep up with what's due for which class, and it helps me so much. If I didn't do this, I forget everything. So you have to have a calendar. I write down any appointments I have, any exams are in clouds. I'll write down my grades on the side. I did pretty good this week. Or that month. But anyway, yeah, so keep you a calendar. It'll definitely help you stay organized in nursing school. And, you know, just make sure you do that. If you don't do anything else and you don't take anything else out of this video, get you a calendar. So anyways, those are just my basic my everyday things that I use for nursing school. Nothing major. You know, that's pretty much it. The only other thing that I cannot seem to find, which means my kids probably got a hold of it and it's probably in their toy boxes or something. I have a pocket organizer that I carry it in my scrubs. It is the best invention ever. I absolutely love it. And when I do find it, I'll show it on a video. But it's purple, which is my favorite color. It comes in different colors and it holds like your money. For my lunch during clinical, it holds pencils, your reflex hammer if you need it, your pen light, scissors, whatever, a thermometer, whatever you need, it holds. I absolutely love it. And I believe the website is called allhearts.com. That's where you purchase it from. Mine was only like $5, and they come they come with either accessories with it, which is a little bit more expensive, or just an empty pouch. Now my school, they provided me with all the accessories I needed, so I didn't have to buy the one with accessories in it. You probably want to get that information before purchasing it, but it's great. I love it, and I'll show it whenever I find it in another video. So that's that as far as accessories. Now another must know is that you have to balance your time. You have to do that. And that's probably one of the hardest things about nursing school, is trying to balance, especially when I feel for those with children. Like I mentioned before, I have a 1 and a 2-year-old, and it's really hard. But if you balance your time, it'll make it so much easier. And unfortunately, sometimes it causes damage in relationships in nursing school. But you can control that. And the way that I do that is, like, if I know I'm going to have 2 or 3 tests, which happens all the time, in 1 week, then I make sure everyone, my family knows, look, I have to study this week. I can't do anything. You know, don't ask me to do anything. I'm going to lock myself up because I can't. I have to study. And then for the weeks where you know you're not going to have any tests, make sure that you use that time with your family, or, you know, with your children or your significant other, or whatever you do on your free time. But just make sure you balance your time and spend the extra time that you do have with your family. Make sure they understand, I love you and I'm not, you know, trying to put you to the side. Just understand that I'm trying to get through this, and, you know, after next week we can spend all the time together that you want to. And try not to let it get to you. Sometimes there are times where I miss certain things because I have to study. But just keep in mind that usually nursing school, if you're in a bachelor's program, I think they're all the same. It's only like 4 months, and then you get a break, and then 4 months, and then you get a whole 3 months. And then you're sitting around like I am now in everybody's face, and they're looking like, get away from me. So now they don't want me around them. But just keep in mind that it's short term, and, you know, it's going to pay off in the end. And nursing school is not your life, and you have to remember that. And it gets really depressing sometimes, but just remember that nursing school is temporary, and whenever you're done, you're going to have your life back. You're going to be working 3 days a week, and you're going to have 4 days to do whatever. And so just keep that in mind, and it'll get you through, because, you know, it does get stressful, and it does get to you sometimes. So just keep that in mind. And then another thing is just building relationships. That is one of the most important things that you could do as far as building relationships with teachers and students. To start with, it is so important to build relationships with your teachers, because when you're in these times of stress, or you need to vent, or you're struggling with a certain class, that's when having relationships with teachers really matter. And so you need to make sure that you're building that. I can't stress to you how important that is. I know my class is really huge. We have like, I don't know, like 90 to 100 people in my class, and I can guarantee you that like a whole bunch of those students, our teachers don't even know their name. They can't match their name and face, because they don't have that type of relationship. Me and my friends, we make sure we're in them teachers' office, and they know who we are, and we do that purposely because it's important for you to build that relationship, period. Those teachers are there for you. Now, you will get some teachers who are honestly there to get their check, and they really are not concerned with that, and that's okay. But you do have those teachers that really do care, and they really are there for you. And if you don't build those relationships with them, when you're stuck and you're about to fail a class, and you go to talk to them like, okay, what do I do at the last minute? They're gonna look at you like, really? You come to me at the last week class and I don't even know who you are? Don't do that. Don't make that mistake. Go to their office, say hi. You know, when you see them, start a short conversation, and eventually they'll end up knowing who you are. Even when you think you know everything you need to know for a test, go to them and set an appointment and say, hey, you know, I feel pretty good, but I just want to meet with you so that I can make sure that I'm on the right path. My study path is great. And can I talk to you? They love that. And that's what they're there for. And if you do that, then they're going to see that you're a student who is really here to learn, and they're really going to support you. So make sure you build those relationships with those teachers. Additionally, it's very important to create relationships with students. You have to do that. You'll start noticing that the more students you know, okay, some of them you're not going to click with. That's just how it is. But then you get those who you really do start noticing y'all have the same study habits, and y'all study great together. And that is very important. Very important. I have me and my two girls. That's our we study great together. We are each other's support system. We are a family. We're not friends anymore. We are truly sisters. And without each other, it's hard for us to get through nursing school. Create that type of relationship. Build those type of bonds. Those bonds are the ones that last a lifetime, because you go through one of the toughest things in life together. And, you know, obviously I have other friends outside of my two girls that are great, and that, you know, we just have that relationship and we study together and we laugh and we pick each other up when we're crying, because you will have those moments where you're stressed and you're crying and you don't know what to do. So build your circle of friends. Trust me when I tell you, there will be ups and downs, and you guys will see the best of each other in each other, and you'll see the worst in each other. And you really need that group, a strong group of friends, to get you through, because it's very important and it's hard to do this by yourself. So make sure that you do that. Other than that, oh yeah, I did also have, I don't know how nursing schools are as far as providing certain supplies. We purchased this through our school. It's like a little bag, just a Lipscomb bag. I don't carry this around unless I have like a sim comp or some type of simulation that I need all my supplies. So hopefully your school gets this to you, but if not, get you a bag like this. That way you're not carrying around all your small supplies and you lose them. And this just has like my blood pressure cuff in it, a reflex hammer, which I saw one in another color. So if I find a purple one, or if one of y'all find a purple one online, please tell me, because that would complete my life if I find a purple reflex hammer. So let me know. My purple pen, a thermometer, which you'll always need, and a catheter kit, gauze, you know, just nursing stuff that my school gave to us. So I keep this in this bag, and like I said, I only take it to school when we have a really important simulation that we need all of our supplies for. Obviously you need a stethoscope. Now I don't have it like that. I don't have a lot of money. I am blessed with a lot of help. Thank you for my mother and my grandma. They are awesome. They helped me out a lot. Stethoscopes could be expensive, but surprisingly, the cheap one is my favorite. I have two stethoscopes. My grandma got me this one. I think this is an expensive one. It's a Littman quality, and I mean, it's pretty cool. I like it. The only reason I don't use it is because I started off using this cheap one and I'm so used to it. And so don't go out and buy you an expensive stethoscope, because for one, you could possibly use it because people do steal stuff, surprisingly. And two, you're going to have so many stethoscopes throughout your career. It's no point in, I mean, you can buy an expensive one when you graduate. Whatever. But this is the one I use on a everyday basis. I don't have it on me because I leave it in my car hanging on my mirror so everyone knows I'm a nurse. But anyway, it was only $18.99. I got it at the mall, like at a scrub store, and it's called Sprague-Lite stethoscope. Yeah. And it was really cheap, and I loved it. Like I mean, it's great. It's blue. It's like light blue. It's pretty. And it came with replacement, the little earlobes. It came with replacements of those. It came with a glass replacement. So, and it was only $18.99. So I really like this. It's great. And I still want to buy, like, I don't know if y'all have seen those stethoscope, like, decorated covers or whatever, but I don't know. I'm so crazy. I'm going to buy one day. But yeah, so get you a stethoscope. Don't be expensive. Sorry, guys. I dropped my phone. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, that's pretty much it. As far as must-haves, like I said, nothing really big. I don't have it, you know, I don't have it like that, and I understand a lot. My goal is primarily for moms, because I'm a mom and I know it's really hard. Obviously, my message is for everybody, but I just know that as a mother, it's even harder for us, and financially, it's very hard to get through nursing school because you can't really work, and if you do work, then kudos to you, because that's a lot. And so my goal is to get y'all to understand that we can still do it even on a tight budget, or, you know, with what we have dealing with. So like I said, these are supplies that I accumulated throughout my first year of nursing school. Nothing that I bought from day one. And you'll make it. You'll be fine. obviously make sure you have a laptop. That, I mean, that's obvious, but most of the people in my class have a Mac. I can't afford a Mac right now. My HP works just as fine. Get you whatever, I don't know, it was probably $200-$300. It works great. So get you a computer. Now if you can, I would highly recommend you having two computers. Like, I have a desktop downstairs in my little office space and a laptop, and the reason I say that is because there are times where one will stop working, or you know, you have an internet issue or whatever, and that just hi that's my husband. There are times where you have an issue, internet issue or whatever the case may be, and you need a computer. So make sure you have used something backup and a printer, obviously. If you're gonna print like me, like I said, I print 24/7, so I definitely need a printer. But anyway, that's that as far as must-haves. I'm not sure what my next video will be about, but I'll post another one soon. Like I said, keep the questions coming. Thank you guys so much for the kind comments and statements you guys have made. I really appreciate it, and I'm really shocked that I even have gotten inboxes and comments under my video. And I just appreciate it, and we're here for each other. We're here to support each other. We're going to get through it, so never feel that you're alone. We're here together. We're going to do this, and, you know, like I said, if you have any other questions or comments, feel free to let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!